Welcome, viewers, to Midnight Coffee with Faisal. And very good evening to every one of you. And I hope everyone is well and good for today. And for those who joining us live, please shout out in the box as to where you are viewing this live stream from. Yeah. And for those viewers who have just joined us for the first time, this is Midnight Coffee with Faisal. And I am an independent management consultant and a business project management coach that helps client to implement solution. So I host this show every weekend, Saturday night, midnight especially, because this show is about talking to ordinary people that are taking extraordinary actions in their, whether it's personal or whether it's a professional career. Yeah. So if you notice, we have some. I'm trying to get the host. My guest coming in, and she signed in, but I cannot see her face yet on the net. I think she's struggling, and you can see that. What suddenly now you see my microphone and all those arms coming in place because it's a good reason, because I will share with you later, and I don't want to surprise you. And this is what I love about live shows, because it has a lot of surprises, elements that we are having it. Okay, I'm not going to take so much of the time now, because while sorting out the technical issues just now, we are improvising right now, and I will just bring on board our special guest tonight, Emelyn Low, a very good friend of mine, and a dear friend of mine. In fact, she has done a lot of good things in her, professional career, where not only she's doing projects for the company, but also she's involved in a lot of CSR, corporate social responsibility, and humanitarian activities. And what I'll do is I will bring her on board, and we'll let her introduce herself. Yeah. Hello, M. I can see you. You're online, but I cannot see your face yet. Yeah. So that's why I'm telling the viewers why I have this my microphone arm to hold my phone, because this was something that is not planned actually. um, is your camera on, M? Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think the viewers can also hear you. Is your camera on?
My camera is on. My camera. Just hold on. I'll do this. Are you able?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, M. Hello, M. Hello.
Hear me now? Better?
Okay. You have to mute your.
Yeah, I mute my laptop.
Okay.
Mute the laptop so I hear from him, the other channel.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
So, good morning, everyone, and after 8. My name is Emily, and I'm actually very glad that Dr. Inviting for midnight tea and everything. Although some technical issues, but I hope you can hear me clear and any questions, even when I project management challenges and then work from one village,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Doctor, let's go ahead to talk about the first. Who are you?
All right. Okay. So, just just a quick one. Maybe you can introduce. Can you introduce yourself
Yes, of
briefly?
course.
Yeah.
And I work manufacturing. This manufacturing company that I work with has been in the market for more than 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
What they produce is actually they produce steel. They are in the steel industry, produce raw materials in the midstream. So this actually will lead to the challenges we're going to talk about later.
Okay.
In midstream industry,
All right.
when you want to do, let's say, an CSR, but your part is unfinished. So how are you going to give it out and do it together? You know.
Okay.
So that I would like to share.
It's a kind of sad because we can only see the tiny part of you because I see your screen. It's just that I cannot see your face. I'm not sure if your laptop camera is on. Is your laptop camera is on?
Oh yes, my camera is on. Just a moment. One more time. You can see me now.
On the laptop, no, not on the laptop. I can see you on the phone. Now I cannot hear you. There's something. There's
Can
something.
you
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, now I can hear you.
hear me? Okay. Well, I think I could have accidentally something. So yeah, that is where I am. I've been working in this company for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more events, CSR, and then we started from something different from 2014 onwards when I came on board and to do something very different.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to help more to the genuine needs that people really look for, and not something that a lot of organizations are currently helping. I always want something different and to cater for another different niche of needs. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So that means you also talk about some of the projects that you are in, right? Like some choral and so tell maybe you can share with us about some of the projects that you are in, and then we go into the challenges that you face.
Yes. Project that we have, perhaps, Doctor, you also have some posters that I share you.
Yeah, sure.
So those were actually part of the projects that we range from like animal shelters, the orang asli, orang asal, from the land, from the sea, where we go to coral life, coral farming, and and going to put up, let's say, for students' canteen, that you can see a golden color roof there.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually a broken canteen, but we make it back, and we have to make sure the canteen serves first for a very long time.
Okay. So what about the one that is with the one is underwater on the the image there? On the image there, you have a photo of you, not you. I think the team that working underwater. Is that what project is that?
Not me. I cannot dive.
Okay.
I forget above the sea, but they have to organize for me below. These are actually qualified nurses.
Okay.
They were volunteers and to help us to plant in the small little corals so that we can make it cleaner and greener for a very long time. So we did this in the beginning, and this was all done in 2018,
Okay.
and we couldn't do anything from the
So it's 2018. You were saying you're doing it in 2018.
yes,
Okay.
2019 for the oral perspective, for this sort of activity. And this activity is actually in one of the islands in Sabah. Yes.
Okay. So this.
So those qualify, and some of them are Borneo Divers Club, so they help us.
Okay. And then there's the photo that you sent. This one. This is what project is this?
Okay. If I may go to the right-hand side for you, right-hand side, the first house, like with a lot of people.
Yeah.
That is actually the students from a university in Sarawak.
Okay.
What we did, them the material, and the students actually they have this learn up some skill to do up the house, to do up the platform. And what we give them is what we produce, which is the steel roof material. And they put it up for just in a very quick time. So I think within about a week, they finished the whole thing. And this is actually for it's a home for the disabled here.
Ah, okay. So the one with a lot of kids. Yes.
The second one that you see some students. This one is actually in the West Malaysia in KL. The students actually were trained to put up the structure of a home. So these structures is actually very common in the market right now. So the market has two methods. One is a very traditional method. All our houses currently using the method of bricks. But this one is making use of the steel structure, which is very lasting.
Okay.
And the student actually were taught for about 2 or 4 hours, between 2 to 4 hours, from the theory to everything, and then the whole.
Hello, the whole.
Yeah. So these are students from local universities here, and they managed to put up this house, a single-story house, slightly less than 1,000 square foot. They make it within 2 hours because they're new. So if it is a professional, they can immediately put it up within half an hour. It's very fast technology.
Wow. What about the one with the one on crane? Is it the same?
Doctor, you can hear me? Do you want me to explain the one on the left side?
Yeah, please. Yes, please. Hello? Hello, Em? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Do you want me to explain the one on the left side?
Yes, please. Yes,
the
please.
one on the left side. Yeah, the one on the left side, the first one that you see something hanging there, and the people are trying to hold on it to put it down. This is actually a hospital in Sandakan that they need a temporary COVID-19 test. So immediately when we receive this request, and we quickly give them some material, and this is where they quickly put up, because at that point of time, COVID was very high, and they really need to test the people. Sandakan Hospital really tested at that point of time. So this was a very quick assistance that we can do it for them.
That's good. So, and the one below?
The one below is in Sarawak.
Okay.
This one is actually beach cleaning. That you can see those green bags. Those are the rubbish that we have collected by 30 people. I think the kg, if I would calculate kg, how many kgs are there? It was It was about 365 kg.
Wow. So there's a lot of activities that you are involved with, and what are your challenges that you face, and how you overcome those challenges?
I need to say that when I started in 2014, I started small, but I engaged with uh, a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Then I begin to think that if I'm a midstream person, I'm a midstream organization that I need to also be able to help others with my product.
Mm-hmm.
Who should I partner with? So the partnering is very important. The partnering can actually finish my raw material to a finished product.
Okay.
And then when we give it to people, they can immediately put on to their roof.
Okay.
And the next engager that we need, the volunteers that we need is probably transporters
Mm-hmm.
and also someone who is able to install for us. So in steel industry, steel roof, I would say that when you are trained, you're well trained, then you will know how to put up the roof. Otherwise, it's going to be very critical. Safety is actually a concern.
Mm-hmm.
So we always want to make that safety is there before we can allow people to do the task.
I see.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when we talk about the things that you do for Sandakan, I mean, let's talk about the hospital first. That was during the COVID-19, right? Where they want a temporary hospital and those things. So, how do you mobilize those items apart from the transport? You carry it from Malaysia, I mean, from from West Malaysia, or you are using things that is already in existence in Sabah at that time?
We do branch. We do have branches in Sabah, Sarawak, Brunei.
Okay.
So we use branch to actually travel and transport those items to Sandakan.
Mm-hmm.
So a very short time, those items were there, and then we were just able to train some people, make sure everyone is okay. And it was lucky that the people who were putting up the roof for us, they were already well trained earlier. Those are the people who have been using the product before and they know the method. So there wasn't any challenge, But the only challenge I would say during that time for this project is actually the speed. Yeah.
The what?
The speed to reach. So the speed is otherwise, possession of the hospital. There's no joke because even during that time, when they take photo, we say, okay, when you take photo, please do your social distancing, things like that. And everyone is very concerned whether they should go there and pose and then take a photo or not. But finally, it was a safe and very successful project. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's good to hear. That means you are using the Sabah branch and Sarawak branch office to handle those things. And how many containers? I mean, how many facilities do you provide for the hospital?
We only asked for one at that point of time, and subsequently, later part, they were just asking for some raw materials, just to make sure that they have a tent outside, and then so that they can arrange the people to queue up or to sit there wait for their turn. It's like a meeting area for them. But after that, I think the hospital was actually managing it very well. There wasn't any heavy or immediate request that they need second, third unit and things like that. But our help is always continuous. We do not one project with you and then we stop. No, because your care is always with us.
Okay. That's good to hear. That's the hospital bit. And before we go into the choral work, let's take a a short break. Yeah, let's take a short break and see if Emelyn can come back online using the web server rather than using the phone. Yeah, because I'm using the boom arm now as a telephone stand. Yeah. Okay, let's take a short break. Yeah.
Doctor, I cannot hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Not. You hear
Can
me?
you? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me see. Okay, because I have both screens on my phone and also on my laptop. The laptop one, I do not have permission for microphone and camera, so I need to
Oh,
look at the
okay.
phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good idea that you changed to the phone. I should have thought that yeah, during when we first started.
Okay. So with that, I think I'll just speak like that if you don't mind.
Yeah,
If
sure.
I need to look at somewhere because you still look. I mean the screen from here is actually better than looking at a phone.
Okay.
You are a bit soft, actually.
Really? Okay, let me
Yeah,
move.
it wasn't like just now. Just now was loud, but now it's a bit soft.
Okay, how is it now? Because just now we are using the phone line.
So I need to do that. Actually, I need to.
No, this is what I love about live show. There's all
Oh
these
gosh,
surprises. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Not
it's
to worry.
okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
as long as you can hear me clearly, I'm fine. Yeah.
yeah. I can hear you loud and clear. Em. I can hear you
Okay.
loud and clear.
I got to put your phone. I got to put my phone this way so that I can look at you from my laptop. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. No problem. We
Oh.
improvise. That's what project management is all about.
Yeah, yeah.
We
The show got to go on, but it's fine if I'm tilted.
you look great. You look great either way, and so no worries.
Oh
You
well.
still look the same. The many years that I know you, still look the same. Never change.
um, Nothing is the same at the moment, but
Okay.
it's
All right.
actually lucky to get older.
Really?
Yes, it's lucky. An unlucky person cannot get older. They want, but they can't. right?
Okay,
So
all
yeah,
right.
that's what I meant.
So okay, one of a good philosophy from M is lucky to be old because we get to
Yes,
experience being old. Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
All right. Because there are people who wants to see how they're old, but they are not able to be there.
Yes,
Okay, fine. All right, Em.
true.
Before we knock off for a short break, just now while we are sorting out all these issues, yeah, on the technical issues, we talk about the projects that you're doing for the hospital in Sandakan, right? So they
Yes,
requested for one unit, so you have provided one unit. Okay, and then you also talk about the coral reservation, yeah, coral
yes,
reservations, and we saw just now in one of the images where we talk about the divers and all those things. Maybe you can share about something about those projects. What are the challenges that you face, and how do you guys mitigate the project, especially going underwater and all those things? Maybe you can share your stories.
it was a very exciting one that we actually get this because we need divers, and divers has to be qualified, and we have to make sure the sea level everything is safe on that day. We got
Mhm.
to pile tare. We cannot simply go.
Okay.
So at that point of time, we got to ask the authority as well in Sabah whether we can do this, and then with their agreement, and we actually was actually very happy to do this together with the divers. And
Mm-hmm.
we have this small little thing, I do not know what is it called, that we put small little baby corals on top,
Mm-hmm.
and we sign off with each of every one of our staff's name. So every staff will collect
Oh,
one. Is just like a 50 cents coin,
okay.
and then you sign off your name, you sign off your message, whatever you want to do it, and we collect it back. We put it in Sabah, and that was the time that they actually stick a coral there, and they put it in the tray, and that is where that was how they send it inside the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
everyone actually grown one. Me too. I've grown one as well.
Oh, okay. So you have a coral name after you. All right, that's
Oh
good. I mean,
yes.
that's a good that's a good idea. Yeah, doing all those things so to make sure that everybody participated. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone participated. So when you do that coral reservation, what was the main reason? What was the reason behind that coral reservation, if you don't mind sharing?
It was just a good practice that we want Sabasi to be environmental friendly. We want to make sure that fishes are healthier, and the people are actually not. You will see like there was one time earlier I was told by people who dive there, and they said they need some coral reservation, and they were actually asking whether any of the corporate companies were willing to come in and
Mm-hmm.
do this together. So that
Mm-hmm.
was the point of time that I thought it's a small effort from me. I do not know how to dive, but it was good if I can do that. But one of my colleagues actually she can do that, and
Mm-hmm.
I coordinated with her on those things, and then she managed to get in the Borneo divers, because they're all in the same club doing the same practices, and that was how we planned out the whole program.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the the coin that I said, the little coin that I said, it was all done by individual um, companies, employees, in Singapore, Brunei, and also Malaysia.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yes.
So
So
that
three
means
countries, yeah, all planted in Sabah.
so that means no, you get. I mean, this is something that I think other organization can take cue from this. I mean, we talk about a lot of companies now talking about sustainability and all those things, but basically it's more towards their business operation and try to reduce carbon emission and
Yes, yes,
everything.
definitely.
But I
Mm.
think what you did is that you go to the next. I mean, you go that extra mile to go that extra mile to go into real sustainability in terms of environment, and then talk about coral preservation, and you get hold of all other branches, that means in Brunei, in Singapore, and also as you
Yes.
mentioned, to participate. I think that I think the other company should take the cue from that. But then your company is, although you talking about just now earlier that you are in manufacturing, and you when you lay down all those things, those are still I guess these are still
Yes. Yes.
items, yeah, that you lay down in the sea, and then you start building up corals from there.
Yeah, it is because you need to have a bay. You need to have a I would say it's a steel bed. You got to do that. It's just like how Titanic sank the last time, and then there were so many corals after that. You actually see when they took a video of that sunk vessel. So it's the same. It's the same thing that you need to put a platform in order to put all the coins with the baby corals on top. And we managed to do that, and it was very successful. And we got to still go back on and off to recheck. It's like coral reef health check that we need to perform this on and off every, let's say, every 6 months and things like that. Yeah, we need to see how they grow and whether they really produce more in the population. Have they populated up, in a
Mm,
better condition, for example?
I
Yeah.
see. So who go and do the inspection or the check every 6 months?
Yes, each time when we want to do that, we got to go to the same authority to inform them that we
Mhm.
want to do this. And we will still need the qualified divers to do together with us. Of course, the authority have their own people as well. So they always can do the same check together with us. And they know the sea very, very well. Yeah.
Mm, mm. Because you're talking about Sandakan means the other side of Sabah. Is it in Sandakan?
No, for coral it's not in Sandakan. For coral it's somewhere near KK. It's just
Stuck in
the
Kinabalu.
seaside of KK. Yes.
Okay, so this the other side is
Yes.
it is protected by the by Sabah, Sarawak, and Peninsula Malaysia. So it's
Yeah.
facing the
Yeah.
South China Sea, where I mean,
Yes.
it's
That's
although it's subjected to still subject to monsoon, but it's still protected rather than over the other side. That Sandakan, for example, is more open, yeah, more open because they are more towards Sulu Sea, and it's more the sea is more rough, I guess. But
definitely
yeah, but okay. The coral is, yeah,
correct.
the coral is in Kota Kinabalu. Okay, so that means you work with the government, and you find that the government agency is very supportive of these activities,
Yeah. It is rougher actually. Yes.
and you don't face any major obstacles by the authorities or by the what you call that, anyone that is going who doesn't allow you to go and do it. I mean, the agencies are supporting your company to do it, yeah.
Definitely. They always show
Okay.
very great supporting manner in what we're doing. Um, it's actually something that sometimes the corporate may be doing together with them, but often corporate sometimes they will go to like orphanage, senior citizen home. They would do
Mm-hmm.
something like maybe do some branding activities, for example,
Mm-hmm.
to go direct to donor money and things like that. But the kind of that I'm looking is really you do the
Mm.
when you give money just like that, and then you snap a photo, and then you say that yes, I've done a CSR. This is not. So I have to make sure that even my partners, even my suppliers, my customers, my transporters, whoever, even the employees, we will have a kind of engagement that if we take the activities and do it together,
Mm-hmm.
something that very different, very meaningful for all of us. Not only
Okay, we got we got disconnected again. I hope she will sign in back. Hello, M. Can you sign back in through your mobile? Because the internet on her mobile is very weak just now. Because it is interesting to hear the projects that she is working on. Yeah. Okay. Now she's back in. I am.
Sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Where were I? And you, because I was actually still talking, and I just realized that it was disconnected for a while.
No problem. No, we're talking about the support that is being given, and then how you and your company feels that when you do CSR, you would rather go in yourself. Yeah, you yourself will go in with your team and with all those branches to come in and do rather than just. Do the work rather than just give a donation and then do a photo ops, take photo, and then start saying that's the CSR. I think the philosophy that your company is the
Uh,
philosophy that your company is having.
and the thing is, encourage a lot. We encourage a lot for people's engagement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Hear me now? Because I lost
Yes,
you
I
for
can
a
hear.
while.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, saying that the engagement, we need to put people there and partner with suppliers, customers, employees, so we can bring them to, and we want to engage them so that feel and we can practice what we say. What is diversity and inclusion? We're not saying it just because there is something a corporate website that we need to put it up. When we say it, we have to walk the talk. So this is the organ doing. So we also projected that by 2030 we have reduced carbon by a percent doing right now. We have our own soil. So a lot of things has been progressively doing quite well, and we have commencing this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good to hear because this is. No, but I love the philosophy behind it. Meaning to say that we do it, not for the sake of putting up on the internet that we are doing it for
Yes. Yes.
CSR and all this, but you're actually doing it, and you're taking the so-called CSR work seriously, where you actually go in and do it. And not many companies are willing to do it. I know there are some that is doing on a similar path, but
Yes.
like clearing all those doing the what I call the cycle economy or something like that, right? Taking out the waste, converting waste to wealth, and cooking oil and
Correct.
all those things that I know companies are doing that. I mean, that's their part, and your part, you are doing that part, where you talk about coral reservation and all those things. And but you also talk about canteen, school canteen, that you have earlier, yeah, the school
Yeah, that
canteen.
was just a mere a broken canteen that they do not know what to do. But they said without the canteen, they have difficulties to manage food, beverages, or whatever for the
Mm.
students.
Uh,
And
where?
it was actually a school, and we do our part and material for them. Well, I need to like the color. It's golden color. It's very very nice. And if I have chance, is no longer all quite free at the moment. And if I travel to Sarawak one day, I would want to go visit a gold color.
Mm-hmm.
You will have this canteen, which is gold. You have the other one that is very uh, iconic. That is the Sarawak State Museum. So if anyone goes there, please go. Photo.
That was Sarawak Museum. Okay, this one is the school canteen, right? The one, the golden color. This is the
Museum,
one that
yes, yes,
the picture that we are seeing. Is it a museum or is it the
exactly.
school?
Yeah, because they have to redo everything. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
No, this is,
Okay,
yeah.
so this canteen, right? You don't have the image
And
of the
above
museum.
roof, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
The one
add
above the
on the
golden
one
roof, yeah.
above the golden roof. Yeah, this one is
Okay.
actually in Perak, in the jungle, and we were
Ah.
helping the Orang Asli's training center to put up roofs and give them a pathway so that when they walk from buildings to building, they won't get wet when there's a rainy day or something. And this place actually is a very beautiful area, very green.
Mm-hmm.
The organizer actually told us, the NGO told us that once in a while, before we put up your roof, once in a while there will be wild durians dropping off, from the tree. And it was so dangerous for people who just walk and pass by, right? So they will manage in that way that they put manually on some netting, so that it doesn't hurt anyone. But after when we put up this roof for them, um, the owner said, your roof, actually we have heard a lot of loud noise, because the durian just drop off, but there's nothing it's not dented, your roof is just good. So it was
Okay.
something funny, but something nice to hear. Yes.
No, I mean, I'm intrigued. Em, you talk about the canteen in the canteen is in Malay Peninsula, or is it in
The
Sarawak?
canteen, no, the canteen is also in Sarawak.
In
Canteen
Sarawak.
is in Sarawak. Yes.
Okay, the
I
coral
I
is in.
do CSR in all over Malaysia. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what I was about to ask you, because you have a canteen in Sarawak, coral reservation in Kota Kinabalu, and then you have something in Sabah, right? You did something in Sandakan, and then you have also in Perak. Where about in Perak that you're doing for the orang asal? I mean orang asli. M. Where about in Perak that you are doing?
Perak. You can hear me, Doctor?
Yeah, I can hear you. When you talk about Perak just now, which part of Perak? Because you're talking about orang asli just now. The facility
This is
academy.
this is this place is called let me think. Starts with C. Just hold on. But we don't call the this name, but we call them ladang care. We call it
Ladang.
ladang care. That's their name.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Sorry, it's called Chenderiang. The area is called
Oh,
Chenderiang. Yeah.
Cenderiang. The Perak
Yes.
people will say
Near the
Cenderiang.
waterfall.
Yes,
Beautiful
yes, yes.
waterfall. Yes.
Yes, it's near.
Yes.
There's a dam there, so there's a dam for the electricity. Cenderiang Dam.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Okay.
Beautiful. Mm.
Yeah, Cenderiang is a pretty place. It's a beautiful place. And then you did
Yes.
this for the orang asal, eh? Okay, I mean,
Orang Asli, we call Orang Asli, that was what I was told. Orang
mm,
Asli, we call them, as ethnic group in
mhm.
West Malaysia. In East Malaysia, they call themselves Orang Asal. So, yeah,
So do
that
you
was what I learned.
you do projects for the Sabah Sarawak? I mean, for the Sabah Sarawak, you do the museum, you do the canteen and all the things.
I
Is
do
there
the beach cleaning as well.
beach cleaning and the hospital for Sandakan
On
and
the
all?
hospital, yeah.
Okay.
Also, some other smaller projects like let's say Orang Asal House.
Mm-hmm.
They had a very unforeseen circumstances that the house was burned. What
Yeah.
we did was we give them raw materials so that in future they can stay safe under a very long lasting roof. So
Mm.
those were the smaller cases that needed immediate help as well.
Mm-hmm. No, I believe there will be a lot of challenges in terms of logistics that's moving things around. I mean, in Peninsular Malaysia, I don't see much problem because the from the factory going there is a thing. So in East Malaysia, do you ship the item from Malaysia, or you as you said just now, you have the branches there, so they would have the materials there already, right?
Because it's an immediate help, sometimes they may not have enough.
Mm-hmm.
and on our side we will need to allocate for them.
Mm-hmm.
And each time when we do that, it was quite lucky that all this while, there will be a ship, coming from Port Klang and then going to Sabah or Sarawak.
Okay.
Always. So I think I was quite lucky to manage that very smoothly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do good things, God will help. I mean, you are blessed.
Yeah,
I
thank
mean,
you. Yes, yes, I believe that. I believe that
yeah,
is
yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah, very true.
yeah.
And I always have someone who put up their hands and say, yeah, yeah, I want to join. I want to join. Please let me know in future if you have a second or the third program. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
I mean, this is something that, but one thing I notice is that it's not shout. Yeah, uh, maybe your company don't want to shout about it, whatever for whatever reason.
They have some website. I mean, they have put some videos and all that in my corporate website.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I will just put you here for a while. I'll show you a book. This is what I did. This book.
Okay, all right. Mhm.
Some of the projects are inside, but I give this book to the volunteers to thank them.
Ah,
This book is not to shout how good we are. No, we are not good, but we are proud that we have the opportunity to help others. And the book is all featuring the volunteers and also the receivers, the beneficiaries. We are
oh,
not there. Yes.
wow. So this is a photo book that you prepared, yeah? The company prepared the photo book to document all these things, yeah? Okay, okay.
Yeah, but the book actually cannot capture all, so it's only some that is in here since 2014 until 2019. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
This,
we do have quite a lot of mention of see project. Let's say sorry, we have project acknowledgement. If you can see, it's a long list of
yes, yes.
people and companies. These are the people that we have presented the book to them.
Uh-huh.
It's a way of saying thank you, and some of them actually they use this book uh, for certain business purposes because they didn't know, and I didn't know as well. So when I came out with this book, some of the company they came back and they said, do you know that I can use your book for my bank? I say, why? How? And they said, yeah, they said because the bank wants to know whether we are doing CSR or not. And I just give them this book. So
Ah,
fantastic.
mm, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But then there will be ulterior motive, right? But the thing is, you should do the CSR for the sake of doing CSR. But these are some of the side benefit of
Side
doing
benefits.
CSR.
No
Yeah.
one actually planned for it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, but it's a good tip for all the company out there. So you you support the SDG, the Sustainable Development Goals. You start having all this photo book and all those things. But then a lot of companies they do a photo op and then they will upload in the website. But the videos that you are talking about just now
In
is
the
on your
company.
corporate website, corporate website. Okay, but you don't repost them at your LinkedIn and all those things, right?
I don't, but I do more on the internal intranet,
Mm-hmm.
internal communications.
Mm-hmm.
Externally, we don't shout what we do to outsiders. When people ask us, yes, we will share it with them.
Mm-hmm.
We will also announce intercompany because we have companies in many countries,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
we will post it on the workplace, for example. It's Facebook equivalent. Yeah,
Okay. So there's the internal company communication, that
that's right.
public may not have access to. But I tell you, I mean, you are doing a lot of good work. I mean, from the company perspective, you're doing the CSR and then going beyond just about the donation and all those things. But you actually, I mean, you and your company and your team and your volunteers, including all the stakeholders like your suppliers and all those things, they go that extra mile to provide. the necessary support for you to be able to achieve that. But you are also into the citizen care and also into animal uh, uh, animal homes or something like that. I mean,
Yeah, it's true because animal needs a home, and that is where you do not see a lot of stray dogs, stray cats, and these are lives as well.
mhm,
Everybody, a living thing has a life. So when we say our life is more important, their lives are equivalent as well.
mhm,
So what we did was we know that someone actually has a land, donated a land, and we were there just to donate our products, and we went to see them, interview them as well at the same time and see what they need.
mhm,
And finally, this company is actually a charity. It's a charity NGO. I call it a company anyway because well, after they project the whole thing, the shelter home became a care center for animals, and
mhm,
the care center is able now to sustain them because they can look after pets, dogs, so that they can earn some money to sustain. I think this is a good thing as well. That
mhm,
once we provide you with certain thing that you can survive, and that is where you need to actually do sustainability. How do you sustain your life, your dogs, your cats? And sometimes when there was a lot of very sad story about dogs and cats. Our plastic bag, the
yeah.
one that you have to pay 20 cent on weekend.
Nowadays, yeah.
Someone actually put some baby cats, kittens, in
Ah,
the bag. They hung it on the wall, and they just expected that in the morning the NGO, when they open the door, they can carry them in and take care of them. And I asked them, I said, why do they want to hang them? They said because if they were to see us and give it to us, there is a fee to pay, because when we receive animals, when I want to give animals to an animal home, I need to pay certain money so
ah,
that they can take care of that animal. It's,
I
it's very
see.
minimum. It's like probably ranging, I think, from 20 to 100. It's very
Ah,
minimum. And she said there was one time that when they was started, during the starting time, that the public around, they know that, okay, this is a animal shelter. So what they did was, they do not know how to take care of kittens. They just hang it there. Only after 2 days,
mhm.
the people actually realized, because they didn't hang directly, they hang actually a bit far outside at the gate.
Ah,
And the moment when they saw, they realized the plastic bag is actually lives, kittens, they were all dead already by then.
oh,
So that was something very beautiful. Yeah.
mm,
So when we want to make sure that we donate, we want to put a dog or put a cat to the home center, we'll just give it to them directly. We don't have to hide them somewhere, and then we hang them here, we put them in a box. Um, their life will just be there, and then we're going to harm them anyway without us realizing. I mean, they didn't mean to do that, but
mm, mm,
that was
mm.
how it went. Yeah.
But how do you finance the home? Is it through the money that they collected? Because if you're talking about ranging from 20 to 100,
It's charged by them. We, we
uh-huh.
didn't we didn't participate in the anything. We just gave them whatever that they need on the material side, and as
Okay.
soon as they can come up with a center, uh, they will charge. They will charge. Let's say I
Uh,
have a cat somewhere, a stray cat that I saw, and I want to send it to them so that they can take care of the cat. I need to pay them a sum of
oh,
money for this stray cat to stay there.
I
And
see.
on and off, I do my donation as well. Yeah, whether it's monetary or that is on my own, just to make sure, the lives of animals are all okay.
No, after reading, reading your bio in it itself is that, oh my God, you are an angel.
Oh, no, 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 no. A
There are
lot of
people.
angels out there, and I have to say that, especially the flood time,
Yeah.
Because certain area is actually very badly affected, and those
Were
time
you
I
affected?
really see the real heroes, really, not me.
Were your area affected by the flood?
It was on the main road. I couldn't drive out as well because
Ah, okay.
yeah, so I need to stay at home. I couldn't go out.
And it's
Yeah,
just that that time everyone is working from home also. So I mean, I mean, it's not that bad. But the thing is, I saw the pictures. It's very bad. You know, the flood.
very very bad.
Very bad. Very bad. Okay. So no,
Yeah,
but you.
because even my colleague,
Mm-hmm,
some of them have experienced that they need to wait for the boat to come and rescue them.
mm-hmm,
Some is
mm-hmm,
like 24 hours, some is over 24 hours. So
mm-hmm,
it was not a fun thing. And the kid was so young, and
mm-hmm.
all of them need to go upstairs because
Yeah.
downstairs are all flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a very pleasant experience. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's hope there is no such rain, heavy rain for Malaysia again
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully,
or everywhere.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, but
There's one thing that I would like to share
mm,
before we end the session later.
yeah.
Um, Someone actually gave me this. This is actually from
Yeah.
Penang Village.
Yeah.
Penang Village. It's done handmade by the orang asal.
Uh huh.
They wanted 500 pieces of roof.
Okay.
So we actually transfer from we ship from here, Port
Uh
Klang,
huh.
to
Uh
Kuching.
huh.
And from Kuching, we have our partners to send to factory to make a finished product.
Okay.
Why Miri? Because Miri is the nearest to Penang village at that
Ah, okay.
time,
Yeah. Yeah.
from a factory's perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even at the nearest, the journey will take 8 hours to drive. You cannot
From
fly there.
Kuching.
You cannot bicycle there. You cannot walk there. But by truck, you need to go by truck, 4-wheel drive, because
You mean from
the
Kuching to
journey
Miri
from
or?
Miri town to go in, it's like rainforest adventure.
Ah,
I can
you
imagine.
don't mind sharing what is the challenges that you face there when the
The
Penan?
challenges was actually quite a lot because you see 500 pieces, and we need to engage with the volunteers who is having or the owner of a 4-wheel drive, and a
Mm-hmm.
4-wheel drive has its maximum weight as well. So
Yeah.
they need to put a few pieces, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 10,
Mm-hmm.
20, depends on the weight.
Mm-hmm.
And when they have to travel from Miri to go into Penang,
Mm-hmm.
that's another challenge. The road, which is not a road, is it's just like a field with stones, muddy road. You need to sometimes open the door. You come down. You got to remove the tumble trees, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so those things, actually the road condition was very very poor. And
Mm-hmm.
if it is like rainy days, you need to repair your tires there and then. Those kind of
Ah,
condition. Yeah.
okay, okay.
And the 8 hours journey, you cannot find petrol station. There is no drinking water, and there
Wow.
is no connectivity to your phone. So imagine those difficult conditions,
Mm.
that how many trips of the 4-wheel drive drivers need to make to come to Miri, send, and then come back and send 500 pieces. So that was the biggest challenge for me.
Wow.
And as they send, there was one area as they send towards the end, very lucky towards the end, one wooden bridge was broken. They
Oh,
have to fix the bridge in order to cross.
oh my God.
That was very, very difficult.
No, but that's project crisis real life. You know, I mean, it's
Real
not
life,
something
really
that
real.
something
And
that
yeah,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
time is quite short for me to explain more.
Mm-hmm.
So when the 500 pieces were there, and the owners actually they put up on the road, they were very happy. They celebrate, and they gave me this.
Ah,
And at the end of the completion of the day, so the truck's supposed to come out. As the
uh-huh.
truck is coming out, we saw a crying mother.
Ah, what
Why?
happened?
Then we were wondering why, and we understood that actually the mother has a sick baby, a 2 months old baby,
Hmm.
sick for already a number of days. But she
Uh-huh.
was very shy to ask for help. And the minute she knew that 4-wheel drive is going out to Miri, and she said, can you please take me and the baby? I want to go and seek for medical help.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's very sad when you look at them, because for them to come out, they need to depend on whoever is going in. There is no transportation in that village. There is no
Mm-mm.
drinking water. Even though when we want to do that journey, we have to make sure that she gets her medical attention as
Mhm.
early as possible during the daytime. So we got to start the journey from midnight, 8 hours drive, and also some crisis to manage. So as early as possible, so that both of them can actually manage to see, doctor. And we hope that the baby can actually make it. So at the end, because when we send her to the hospital, we got to get an NGO to take care of her, because our flight that was like already waiting for us. We needed to fly back to KL.
Mm.
After that, everything was okay, and we knew that the mother, the baby, was safely home after that.
Thank God. Yeah, thank God for that. I mean, but I mean, apart from all those activities, I see that you are also accomplished dancer. You go into all those, and you were awarded. I was surprised to see that. Not surprised, but I was like, impressed that you were awarded as the best uh,
Oh,
dancer for Malay
yeah,
dance or
very
something like
funny.
that.
I mean, yeah, it's something that, because for me, I like languages, I like culture. I do not um, I do not pick and choose. Whatever comes to me, uh, when at that point of time I have the opportunity, I'll just go for it. So I
Mm-hmm.
had the opportunity many years ago
Mm.
that I can learn Malay traditional dances, and then I said,
Mm.
yeah, then we just go. And that was where I came out with basic, because basic you need to pass three basic, which is Inang, Zapin, and Joget, these three.
Mm, mm, mm,
It's
mm.
actually the basic of Malay dance. And after that, when you know these three, you continue with Endang, you continue with your Wau Bulan, you continue with other things. So that was where I started, and very good opportunity that actually I was almost joining our previous invitation from these TV stations, because
Ah,
they wanted some programs to be done. And
ah,
then DBKL came to ask me as well whether I want to join them, because DBKL has their own cultural group.
yep,
Yeah.
correct.
So I didn't join everything, because I was about to also find my way out and see what I can do further, because I'm the type who likes to learn
Right,
many things.
right.
So that was when the country, Malaysia tourism board or whatever, when they have organized some event, usually a few of us will be called for this. Yeah, and I'm very glad that Kelab Budaya Negara
Mm.
had actually given me this award. Very,
Mm.
very surprised.
No, no, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Oh, no, but I mean, one last question. I mean, I wouldn't say last question. One question that I need to ask you is that you're doing so many things. How do you
Thank you.
manage your personal time? I mean, there are a lot of things that you're doing. How's your time management? Because I've met a lot of project leaders, project managers, whether they are sitting at a project level or at C level project sponsors. Even a couple of weeks
Can't we
ago.
hear you, Doctor?
Okay, no, I want to ask you is that how do you manage your time? Because when I was doing when I meet a lot of project managers and all those things, they always complain not enough time. And even the sponsors when they're managing the projects and say why your project is very slow and all those things, they say, oh, this is not the only thing that we do, we have other things that we do. But I can see that you are how shall I say, you are managing your time because you are doing a lot of things. How do you manage your time? I mean, maybe you want to share with us how you go about
Um,
managing your time.
when you do the first time, you know how difficult it is. You need to learn the skill from your own experience, and you just need to improve from there. And as you improve, your volunteers who are able to help you. This is where you need some hands because you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So some help and credit, I would say, I really feel very thankful for all my volunteers. And they're always there to assist me. Um, it doesn't matter whether it's a daytime, nighttime, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When there is an urgent need, we will be there to discuss and do something and
Mm-hmm.
plan it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about project managers, method that some people may be talking about difficulty to manage time. I do have my difficulty as yes, and maybe one of the part maybe is not free. It's not free, and
Mm.
then her own uh, errands and things like that. And probably doing business comes first, or community can be. How do you judge? Or so there is no right
Mm.
or wrong in this because CSR is actually something that I am doing. I have to lead that or vacuum that I think I have to jump in and do it. I just need to do it.
Okay. All right. I mean, that is in terms of making decisions and putting in as a priority that's you, because different people may have different priorities. That's what you are saying, right? And all right. Time check now. We are already 5 minutes, 6 minutes past 1 hour. We are 1 hour and 6 minutes already, and you see,
Doctor?
times move very fast when we are having fun. No, time move very fast. We are already 1 hour and 6 minutes now. Uh, what I would like you to get from you is that what are your last words if for you to advise aspiring project managers or people who want to involve in this social or humanitarian projects. What would be your advice to them? Maybe 3 or 4 points from you to advise them. Can you hear
Doctor,
me?
I cannot hear you.
Okay. What would be your advice to all those aspiring project managers that are going into all these CSR and humanitarian
Yeah, there's no right or
projects?
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. What would be your advice to them?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry? Hello? Hi, Em. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, it's frozen. Hello? Hello, Em. You're frozen? All right, maybe what we'll do is that we'll get back to M once she's back on track, because I can see her internet connection is very 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 poor. Her Wi-Fi is very very bad. It's all red all the way. So thank you viewers for thank you viewers for joining us, and I hope whatever discussion that we had with her, that you I hope you will find the discussion could be beneficial, and we can learn from it, and as you can see that CSR work and all those things is not necessarily something that is for everyone. Yeah, it's not something for everyone, and you have to have a passion. You have to make a hard decision, and you have to set your mind and going into the priorities of doing it. Yeah. All right. Now, with that, excuse me. With that, I would like to call it a night because I see that Emelyn is already disconnected. Emelyn, if you are online, please hang on there. I will get back to get on with you shortly. With that, viewers, thank you very much for your time viewing this live stream. And I know this is a very challenging live stream that I have. Apart from the one that in Yemen in season 1, I believe in season 2 I will also have same experience. Yeah, but no worries. What we'll do is that with next week we will check out who will be our next guest. Please follow and subscribe the channel, and like if you like the content, and please click notify so that you will be able to be advised of the new live stream and guest that is coming up in the next week, midnight coffee. Yeah, with that, please stay safe, be vigilant. We are still have not won the pandemic, and make sure that everyone is safe, including ourselves, our family, our community. Together, we can make sure that it's safe for us to roam around. Yeah, and we are back to the new norm shortly. And I think now we are opening up with many many businesses are opening up, and I hope things will get back to normal. Yeah, God willing. Thank you for viewing, and have a nice Sunday, because it's Sunday now over here in Malaysia. A blessed Sunday to everyone, and a very good evening Saturday for those who are in other part of the world. With that, thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.